All right. What you guys are going to be working on the next couple of days is multi-view drawing one, page 120. You can actually be using a program called AutoCAD. Each of you have that on your desktop computers. Do 537, 538, 539, 540, 541, and 542. All right. I already have that sheet downloaded. I at least have the A sheet downloaded. And I have it. If you download it, you can actually zoom in on the size to see what you're looking at here. All right, so you're going to draw full size the two views shown and complete the third view. So you're going to do, this is called a multi-view drawing. You're going to need a top, a front, a right side. The block is 3/4 of an inch thick, meaning the thickness from this to this is 3/4 of an inch. The height of that block is 1 3/4 inch. And the thickness or the width of this block or the length of the block is 3.5. All right, so let's go to AutoCAD. Now, I find it easier if I go ahead and start with my setting my units first, since I know this is going to be in fractional inches. I come in here and set my drawing units to fractional, which they are. It'd be fractional, precision is 1/16 of an inch, decimal degrees. Now let's go hit OK. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is set my 0 point, just to signify a starting place in my drawing. And basically what I did with my construction lines, which is this line right here, it's called a construction line or X line. When I'm drawing this, I have my ortho mode on. I have my snaps on. All right, so I'm going to grab my hand tool and move this down a little bit. Now, I know the height of this block is 1 3/4. I'm going to go to 1.75 and come out 3.5 because the length of that was 3.5. Back down 1.75. Back over 3.5. Hit escape. I've got something up there in my drawing that's keeping that from zooming in on what I need to zoom in on. All right. Now, that would be your front view. Now, I can take a line and take a construction line and run it an inch up, or you can take this line right here and offset that line by 1 inch. And it's going to be through. I'll set that line up again by 3/4 of an inch or 0.75. And then basically you can close that end off, the ends off with a line. Hit escape, didn't hit escape there. Get your line tool again. And I did not catch the end of that. That's why I draw with my end staff on. Now, your pan tool, you grab a hold of that so you maneuver around on your drawing board. I can draw a construction line over here an inch away, but guess what? I can use the offset button to do the same thing. And offset that 3/4 of an inch or 0.75. And then capping the ends of that. Now, I have my drawing board, my drawing screen set up where I've got using layers. So I'm going to change it to my object layer. And I do not like purple. I'm sorry. If you like purple, then that's you. Of course, my computer's running slow. I've already used my object layer as green. There, just change the green. And basically, what we'll do is we'll take and trace that out. Come over here, trace this out. Grab my pan tool there, get back up here and trace this one out. Now, one of the reasons why we use the layers is I can go in here and see that red, all that red stuff. Guess what? I don't need that. I have my object blocked out. I can turn that off, that layer off. Now I want to get to my dimension layer, which I don't like purple as a dimension layer. I guess that's the one I can actually keep there. Now, you need to make sure you show all the dimensions that you can do, and it didn't change the object layer, it changed the. All right, it's saying it's 3.5. Let's say that's 7.5. It's going to say this one is 1.75. And just for your benefit, I'm going to dimension this top view, the thickness of it. But technically, dimensioning that view again makes that view sort of hard to deal with. So I'm going to delete that view. All right, delete that dimension. Now, those dimensions got to be in fractional. It's got to be in fractional because your dimensions are given to you in fractions. How do you change that? Down here in the command line, I'm talking about the white bar at the bottom. DIMSTY. It's called dim style. Your dimension style manager comes up. You go to modify. Go to primary units. See how it's set to decimal? And set it to fractional. Precision 0.1/16 of an inch. We go back to our text. Change that, leave that 3/16 along there. Hit OK. Let's set current and hit close. And your dimensions change to fractional right there, right in front of your eyes. That's drawing figure 5-37 centering block completely finished. See if you can get that drawing done.